the Effingham County Board of Commissioners meeting. It's April 17, 2018, and it's 5 o'clock p.m. And if you would stand for the invocation, and then after the invocation, if you remain standing as our clerk will introduce our guests to release the pledge of allegiance and flag. Let's pray together. Father, again, we thank you for the opportunity to come and serve this community. Thank you for the privilege that each of us on this board has. Thank you for this community and their interest in being here tonight. Father, we ask for your wisdom as we discern the discussions that happen around this table tonight, and help us to make those decisions that are good for our community and that are pleasing in your eyes. And this we pray in the mighty name of Jesus. Amen. Amen.
Good evening, board members. We have with us tonight Jacob Conaway. He is an active 4-H member in the 6th grade at Effingham Middle School. He is a member of the 4-H archery team and participates in a variety of the 4-H after-school programs, including Lego Challenge, STEM Club, and Kids in the Kitchen. Jacob also entered a 4-H exhibit booth in the Effingham County Fair and participated in the district project achievement in the Wildlife Project. Jacob, if you would lead us in the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you so much, Jacob. Keep up the good work and that hard work you've been doing. It sounds like you've been busy fellow. With that, I want to, before we approve the agenda, just want to thank the board and Reggie for acting in the position the last couple of meetings, and good to be back. People ask me why do I do this, and I say because I know it's a great board. It's a lot of fun. Appreciate you guys. With that, entertain a motion to approve the agenda.
Mr. Chairman.
Yes.
We have in your folders, you have a revised agenda.
Okay.
Staff is asking that an item be added as new business number 6. That item is a resolution to amend the fiscal year 2017-2018 budget.
Okay, that's the only change.
That's the only change. We will have an additional new business number 6.
We have a motion to approve the agenda with the addition of the new items.
So moved.
What was number 6? I'm sorry?
It's a resolution to amend the budget.
Okay.
So I have a motion, do I have a second?
Second.
Mr. Lopez, second Mr. Floyd, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. Motion carries. Next, consideration to approve the minutes of the April 3rd, 2018 regular commission meeting. I was not here, so my reading will not tell you if they are accurately reflecting it. Assuming you have all read, will someone make a motion to approve the minutes, Mr. Clerk?
Make a motion to approve minutes.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Lopez, second by Mr. Roach. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. Motion carries. And I think I got the previous motion wrong.
Yes.
Mr. Roach made the motion wrong.
That's correct.
So I'm going to change that to Mr. Roach and Mr. Floyd made the second on the previous. Okay, we'll welcome the public tonight. Thank you for being a part of this meeting. I would encourage you to make comments at the appropriate time. If you can limit your comments to a couple of minutes, that always helps. Everyone gets a chance to share. Our items are on our website. Clerk has posted those so you have a chance to review those and are prepared to engage with us this evening. With that, we're going to move into our new business. Item number 1 is consideration to approve a tax refund for Carlisle Village LLC and Karima Group LLC. And I believe assessor is making this request.
That's asking to refund. The property owner will speak first, Mr. Chairman.
Okay. If you state your name and your connection with the companies that are here.
My name is Tim Welting. I'm the, and that's Welting. I represent Walter Bierman, who's the primary owner, manager of Carlisle Village LLC and Karima Group LLC. And This is concerning the 2016 taxes. He had applied in, is there anything else you need to know from me before I start?
Who is he that applied?
Who is
You said he had applied? Who is?
Walter Bierman, the owner of these two entities?
Okay.
Had applied for a tax refund request on March 1st, 2017, and there's six requests. Should I go into detail on them, or?
I think we need to tell
We need more
We need the
information.
details.
I didn't see a lot of information in the packet.
Okay.
Help me.
The first request was for the land only, for the lots 5, 7, 8, 9, 16, 18, and 24. The full lot number would be R2670005. And at the time, his lawyer advised him to pay the full tax that was there for a closing and then apply for the refund later. On this particular piece of land, he paid $12,968.72 for this land. And that was based on an evaluation of $1,120,000. But he presents with his request a HUD 1 for the land lots on those, where in that same year, he paid $500,000 for them. And the land was already had the streets, already had all the improvements in.
Excuse me, something I'm confused about is, I want to get it straight as you go. You're saying you paid $12,968.72 and then paid $500,000.
The taxes were $12,968.
Okay.
The price he paid for the land was $500,000, so that's what he considers would be its valuation. The $12,968 was based on a valuation of $1,120,000.
And that's, I need the eruption, just trying to get my head around it. So that's for these 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 16, 18, 24, those lots.
Just the land, not the improvements.
Right. Were there any improvements on those lots?
Yes, he paid the taxes on the improvements separately.
How do you do that? I'm not aware of, is it structural buildings on the land?
They're townhouses, but when he paid the taxes, well, I'll address some of those, the improvements that he paid the taxes on the improvements later.
Well, I need to understand, how do you pay taxes on land and improvements separately if the improvements are already there? Because it's not taxed that way. If there's something that's occurring that I don't understand, I need to understand it.
Well, hey, Janice, was there a separate tax bill for the improvements?
We had all of these as vacant land.
Okay, but there are improvements on the land, so did the improvements get
There's
taxed?
going to be improvements now.
There's not the 5, 7, 8, 9, 16, 18, and 24.
Hold on. We can't talk from, we have to talk on the mic, so.
Okay, you can come to the mic and state your name and help us out.
Do you want to
I wanna
hear
get a
him
good
out
handle
first,
of it.
though, or
What's that?
do y'all want to hear him out, or I don't just understand
I
that?
just want to know if there was any.
I understand what she's saying now. These were the townhouses that were built later, so they were vacant land at the time of this, on this particular case where it was assessed.
I got a question about that, but let's hang on to that then, if they were really vacant. Go ahead and finish, if you don't mind. I do have a question about the follow-up on the improvement.
Okay, this is the only one where he's requesting it based on the land, where there was no structure yet.
Okay.
And then the next 5 requests are based on, I guess like you say, I guess it'd be the land and the improvement. This is R2670015, and he had paid $4,291.38. But this was, his contention is that the property is only 30% done on January 1st of 2016, and it did not get CO'd until May 6th of 2016. So his contention is that he would owe 30% of those taxes and the refund of the difference, which would be $2,191.38. That's for parcel ID R2670015.
And that includes 5 lots, 6, 10, 11, 12, and 15.
This is, on the first, this building was already built, and it's a multifamily building of, Sammy, was that one?
I'm gonna tell you something about, if I can interrupt you, and I don't know how long we want to spend on this, but I want to ask you this. The way that this has been presented to us, I think we need a lot more information than what we have, the way we have it, and it'll take us a long time to break it down tonight like this. One thing I do want to understand is how time sensitive is this if we wanted to table this? Is it time sensitive in some way, whether it's right now or 2 weeks from now? Because there's a lot of information to break down.
It's not time sensitive to us because 2016 was 2 years ago and we're in 19 now,
That's
so.
what I'm saying. We're behind that 8 ball, so another 2 weeks.
I mean, we have information to present, but it'll be left up to y'all whether or not you grant a refund after hearing, what we have.
Well, what I know is we won't be able to vote to grant the refund without hearing a whole lot of information for a long time and really deciphering it, because it hasn't been presented to us in our agenda so that we could study it ahead of time in enough thoroughness.
Well,
Normally we have stuff
Yeah.
presented.
It's going to be this much information, so there's really,
That's what I'm saying. How do we?
and then somebody's going to have to explain parts of it to y'all on what we did and the time dates and the timelines that we use. Plus, y'all got to remember Georgia law sits out there too.
I understand.
What do you say about Georgia law?
There are times to file appeals, there are times to make a return. If returns aren't made, 10% penalties can be applied to non-returned property, so there's a lot sitting out there. And none of this was returned.
And with that said, I don't know if we
Well-
let Lee look at, our attorney look at this particular one and give us an opinion. I don't know.
You have to put them together almost, but the lots that he was talking about that they paid taxes on, they did not even own it January 1st. It was in the Bank of Newington's name. So,
And that's what I was gathering,
yeah.
all these questions, like, it sounds like their lawyer told them, while you're buying this, go ahead and pay, and then appeal later, and they appealed much, much later.
They never appealed.
Okay.
They came in December after tax bills had been out in September.
Yeah, I'm not suggesting we resolve this tonight, but I do want some information. So on a legal point, are you suggesting that since they were not the taxpayer January 1, how can they appeal for taxes that somebody else paid?
But we've not heard anything from the Bank of Newington, only from they bought it in March of 2016? March.
Someone else's name.
Mr. Newberry, is that something that you can do, is request a refund from somebody else's tax liability to do?
I kind of, in short, there's a code section that deals with requesting a refund from this board when there's, a clear clerical error or mistake, or it's against the law. A perfect example would be if he was taxed on 10 acres and there's really only 1 acre,
Right.
then there's an issue. That's why we have all the appeal procedures when it comes to taxes to be followed. You just can't circumvent those by coming in here and arguing about value. This isn't the proper forum for that. But given what I see here, I'm not sure really what they're asking. So I think you may just want to take some time and get more information on what Mr. Jones said.
In addition to what you just said, can he actually this company apply for a refund for a company that didn't own it? I mean, somebody else owned the property January 1.
I would say he probably could because he paid the taxes. Is that correct? Your company paid the taxes?
That's my understanding.
They paid it at the closing.
And just as you said, that's your understanding,
not at the
we need to know all the
moment.
facts for sure as facts presented to us, and that's why we need time, I think.
When they bought 2016, the tax bill wasn't out in March of 2016. The tax budget comes out later that year. So, as an owner in March, I don't know if I guess they could have moved through the procedures. They would have had the valuations come out near March, I guess, around April maybe.
Let me share the concerns I have, and then probably we need to table this, if the board so will, and we can research it more. Several. One is that it was bought from a bank, which tells me that's not fair market value you buy from a bank. So you can't go by that 500,000 as the fair market value. It's not an independent purchaser and buyer. And then I noticed when I was reading the documents, some of the construction, all of it was signed off on at the final inspection in 2015 on those lots. It says 30% complete. HVAC's in, the plumbing's in, the electrical's in, installation's in, so it's substantially complete, more than 30%. So I have issues with those that I want to know more about, and I'll probably get information on that. So with all that, I'm just saying, I think the land values and the substantial completion, we have to hear from our assessors and make sure that our attorney agrees that we even need to review this since you got a time to appeal.
I'll say that's exactly where I was going, that they need to get their information together, it needs to be run by the attorney, and the attorney needs to give us an opinion. Do we even have the authority and forum to hear it?
And if we do, and there's some misvalues, I'd be willing to look at it. But I have some questions about the values now as the way they presented in this suggestion for refund that I'd have to resolve, and then I have to hear from you that we actually have authority to do that. So Janice, if you could hang on to that and maybe help us communicate that, and then she has something she needs to say.
Yeah, we have it all together now, and keep in mind, May the 1st, we'll be mailing assessment notices out, so our time will be limited, probably for that 45-day period. So between now and then, if we could get together, that would be good.
If you let Lee review it between now and then, if his opinion is that we're not even a forum, that takes care of that really, but other than that, yes, we can get together between now and then.
Okay.
Let's do this. If you're not in a rush to get away, have a short agenda, we might get through the next 20 minutes of the agenda. We might come back, let you at least enlighten us, so we don't have another meeting for that, and then get with Lee. But I hate to take up 30 minutes and run over to our zoning hearing. So if you don't mind, sir, if you hang on to
Yeah,
it.
we've already spent time putting it together, so a little more time today is not gonna hurt us, because if we have to do it again, it's just gonna take time from where we need to be going in 18 and
Ready
19.
to share today.
Right.
If that's okay with the board, is that good, Lee? If we just move forward, get through our agenda, and then see if we can come back while it's fresh in your mind, let's see if we can answer some of our questions, so you don't have to come back together.
Okay.
You may come back for a decision later.
That's good.
But at least we'll have the information, okay? All right,
And all I received was a
We didn't have- we didn't have-
four-sentence paragraph prior to tonight.
We had
You know, I'm way
enough
behind
information to
on.
study it beforehand, we need to be able to do that.
Commissioners, just for your information, staff is well aware that you needed more information.
Sure.
But in conversations with Ms. Bridget Graham, I believe was her name, Jennifer and I spoke with her, and we requested additional information, but at the request of the applicant is why you have it here today.
But I would say we don't want to put it on our agenda until we have what we need. Just let you know that.
I understand that.
Steve knows what we want, so.
Great, thank you.
So if you could please just hang around, we'll see if we can still get some more information on it. We're going to move on to item number 2. We're just going to come back to item number 1, not going to table it, we're just going to leave that for later decision in our meeting. Item number 2, new business is the final plat, consideration to approve a revised final plat for Avenue Lane subdivision, phase 2, located off William Call Road.
Mr. Chairman, Horizon Home Builders is requesting a revised final plat of Evergreen Phase 2. You all had approved the original final plat for Phase 2 in November of this past year. The roads and water utilities are owned and maintained by Effingham County. The only change to this plat is changing the access to the detention pond lot. Currently, there's an easement to it. The HOA is requesting a legal access directly out to the cul-de-sac. That way, the adjacent lot owners have no rights to planting fences or anything like that. There'll be a clear access.
Is that what we're doing tonight?
Yes, ma'am.
So then what? I'm not trying to understand what you're saying about that part of it.
Currently, there's just an easement to this detention lot. They're requesting to change that easement to an actual piece of property of the detention pond.
It's going to be a deed of property that nothing else has changed from what I can see.
No, sir.
Okay.
So you need 2 motions, or you need both parts in 1 motion?
Just a motion to approve.
The final plat of the Lane subdivision. The alternative 1 is to approve the revised final plat of Avenue Lane subdivision, phase 2. Any discussion? Any question? Do you have a motion to approve alternative 1?
Make a motion to approve alternative number 1.
Motion by Mr. Roper, second by Mr. Deloach, to approve alternative number 1. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. And it carries. Item number 3, consideration to approve a final plat and a deed to accept the infrastructure for Greenbrier subdivision phase 2 located in Highway 17 North, consisting of 18 lots, map number 324, parcel 115.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to state that Mr. Bill Watson is requesting final plat approval of phase 2 of Greenbrier subdivision. It's 18 lots. Water is provided via the community well system that's been dedicated to the county. The lots are on private septic systems. Public Works and engineering staff have inspected the road, water, storm drainage infrastructure to be deeded to us. A maintenance bond was submitted at phase 1 for the entire development. Staff has reviewed all final plat items. The warranty deeds have been reviewed by the county attorney, and the staff recommends approval.
This is probably, they're just wondering about, this comes down on Highway 17, the entrance. Is it considered, would he sell lane or anything?
DOT did not require.
Okay, so they did look at it in purpose. I'm always concerned when I travel that road and see all the traffic and think about people in the dead stop. Any other discussion, questions? Seeing none, I entertain a motion for alternative one.
Make motion to approve, order number 1.
I'll second.
Motion Mr. Wilkerson, second by Mrs. Jones, for alternative number 1. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. And it carries. Item number 4, new business consideration to approve the final plat for Winfield subdivision, phase 2, located off Highway 30, consisting of 4 lots, map number 352F, parcel 1F.
Mr. Chairman, this is for single-family residential lots in Winfield subdivision that previously was designated as a multi-family lot. Mr. Hutchison had amended the PD document to make this a single-family lot, so they would get 4 lots out of them. County water and sewer are provided by us, and there is no infrastructure to deed over to the county. We already own the roads and infrastructure within the development, so staff recommending approving final plat.
Okay. Any discussion? Any question? All right, entertain a motion for alternative 1.
Make a motion to approve alternative 1. Second.
Motion Mr. Floyd, second Mr. Deloach for alternative 1. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. And it carries. Item number 5. Consideration to approve a location agreement with the Historic Effingham Society for the use of Early Street House for Old Days in Effingham.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, we received a request from the Historic Society for use of the Early Street House for this event. You all approved an agreement last year around the same time. The event will be held on Saturday, April 21st. It's the same agreement that was previously approved by and reviewed by